Radicalization is often considered a result of an ideological or religious orientation. However, processes of radicalization are often rooted in socio-economic disparities, ethnic intolerance, and self-declared jihad against aggressors and governments who support them. The beautiful Swat Valley is in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. It lies close to the tribal areas and to the border with Afghanistan. While there has been unrest in this area for decades, militants first started to arrive in Swat in 2005. Their rhetoric was at first one of justice, equal rights, and new opportunities for a largely landless, unemployed, and marginalized youth. This resonated with the local population, and as a result, young, frustrated men took up arms in a fight against the state, landlords, and political elites. Although the religious knowledge and conviction among many of these young men was not so strong, the prevailing socio-economic, political, legal, and administrative systems made them vulnerable and an easy target. Recruited and radicalized by the militants, local young men became involved in the killings of fellow villagers. In our research in the Swat Valley, we have tried to understand militancy in Swat and why the area's youth become involved in the fighting. We have heard many stories that lead us to believe that for most of those who join the militant groups, their motivation did not come from religion, or from the need to fight for their religion. Instead, religion has been abused by militant leaders to appeal to the marginalized populations. Militancy supported the development of new or alternative livelihoods for many young men and their families. Promises of power, money, and land attracted unemployed, illiterate, poor, and socially excluded youth in Swat. In some cases, their families supported them in joining the militants as a strategy for survival. Our research in SWAT also shows that the current de-radicalization and disengagement approaches, mainly overseen by the government, need revision. The numbers and scope of rehabilitation centres need to be extended and broadened. Also, the counter-narrative presented by Pagami Pakistan, a state-led decree and document of religious leaders which, with reference to the Quran and Hadith, has declared terrorism anti-Islamic and anti-state, is a good initiative. It has, however, a limited scope as it won't be able to change individuals' mindset and extremist thinking. Instead, the Pagami Pakistan counter-narrative risks becoming counterproductive as it oversimplifies radicalization processes. And since it does not consider the serious problems of poverty and discrimination in society, nor does it promote the fulfillment of human rights. The verses from the Quran and Hadith would neither convince a radicalized youth who are hungry, angry, unemployed, and excluded from society. To create a better future and sustainable livelihoods for the young generations in the Swat Valley, or elsewhere in Pakistan for that matter, there is need for the local police, administration, politicians, and civil society organisations to jointly support the local community. Working together to counter economic, social, and institutional disparities is necessary to prevent more vulnerable youth being recruited by militants.